Have you ever looked in the mirror and wished you could turn back time? Not just to look younger, but to feel vibrant, alive, and at peace with who you are? What if the secret to aging gracefully isn't in expensive creams or Hollywood tricks, but in a simple, intentional way of living that anyone can adopt? Meet Sarah, a 70-year-old woman from Osaka, Japan, who looks 35 and radiates a youthful energy that defies her age. Her story will challenge everything you think you know about growing older. In this video, you'll discover the timeless wisdom behind Sarah's flawless skin, upright posture, and serene clarity. No surgery, no injections, just a life rooted in purpose, balance, and grace. From her grounding meals to her mindful movements, Sarah's daily practices are backed by science and steeped in Japanese philosophy, like ikigai, a reason to wake up each morning. You'll learn how small, intentional habits can transform not just your appearance, but your entire outlook on life. Stay until the end to uncover 5 practical steps you can start today to unlock your vitality, no matter your age. This isn't just about looking young, it's about living fully, embracing every season of life with confidence and joy. If you're ready to rewrite your aging story, don't miss a single moment. Sarah's journey will inspire you to nurture your youth from within. Subscribe and let's begin. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Sarah's life story is one filled with quiet strength, profound love, and quiet rituals that have given her a peaceful resilience in the face of adversity. She was married for 33 years to James, a civil engineer whose kindness and steadiness created a solid foundation for their family. Together, they raised 2 children in a modest home, an environment brimming with the sound of laughter, the soft murmur of early mornings, and the cherished tradition of reading books by the light of the sun. James, with his thoughtful, calm demeanor, was the heart of their home. But when he passed away from cancer at the young age of 53, Sarah's world was irreversibly changed. Though she doesn't often speak of her grief, you can feel it in her every gesture, in the way she moves through life, slow, deliberate, carrying a weight of memories she honors with grace. The depth of her loss is palpable, not in words, but in the quiet reverence with which she keeps his memory alive. It's as if every step she takes is a silent prayer for his spirit, a tribute to the love they shared. After his death, Sarah was left to raise their children mostly on her own. Both of her children have since spread their wings, her daughter in Tokyo and her son in Nagoya, though they still return often, drawn back by the unbreakable bond of family. These visits, brief but precious, are Sarah's connection to the world she once knew, but it's clear she has found her peace in the years that followed. Today, she lives alone in a traditional home on the outskirts of Osaka, surrounded by nature's tranquility. Her daily routine is grounded in simplicity, yet it is the source of her inner strength. She prepares her meals, walks every morning to greet the day, and continues a dying art in this digital world. She writes letters by hand, savoring the tactile connection to her thoughts and the people she loves. In her handwriting, there is something timeless, something that connects the past to the present, like a thread weaving through the fabric of her life. When I first met Sarah, it was impossible not to be struck by something that transcended mere physical appearance. It wasn't just her graceful posture or the gentle calm in her eyes. It was her energy, her aura, her clarity of mind. It was the lightness in her step and the quiet dignity that radiated from every word she spoke. I couldn't help but wonder, how is it possible for someone who has experienced so much loss, someone who has seen the years pass and the world changes in ways that are beyond recognition, to still carry herself with such youthful vitality? What was her secret? Her answer, though simple, left me in awe. "I take care of small things," she said. "Every day, I honor life by not rushing through it." And there it was, the heart of her wisdom. The truth she lives by is not one of grand gestures or fleeting trends, but rather a deep reverence for the small, meaningful moments that make up our days. In a world where aging is often feared, even hidden away, Sarah embraces it fully. In America, we sometimes view growing older as something to battle against, a condition to be fought, concealed, or denied. But in Japan, it is celebrated. Aging is not seen as a decline but as a natural and beautiful progression, a time to honor life's many gifts. Sarah lives this truth every day. She embodies the Japanese philosophy of ikigai, a concept that holds a deeper meaning than just a reason to live. It's a reason to wake up every morning with purpose, with intention. For Sarah, her ikigai is not about chasing fame or luxury. It's about the quiet beauty of simplicity and the joy of contributing to the world around her. She paints delicate ink landscapes, writes heartfelt letters to her grandchildren, and volunteers at the local temple once a week, tending to the stone paths and arranging flowers with care. To Sarah, these are not just tasks, they are sacred acts of devotion. They give her life meaning, reminding her each day that her presence is valuable and her contribution meaningful. She is also part of a moai, a lifelong circle of friends who have committed to supporting one another through the ups and downs of life. This friendship is not a luxury, but a necessity in Japan. It's a practice rooted in community, in shared connection, and it has been shown time and time again by science to be a cornerstone of good health. Strong social bonds reduce the risk of depression, dementia, and even heart disease. Sarah's smile isn't just a reflection of her personality. It's nourished by relationships that have stood the test of time. Ritual plays a crucial role in Sarah's life as well. Whether it's lighting incense, cleaning with mindfulness, or preparing tea with both hands, these rituals slow her down, bringing her into the present moment with intention. They serve as quiet reminders that life is not a race, but a journey to be savored. I asked her once why she never seemed in a hurry, and she responded with a soft laugh, "If I rush, I miss the beauty. And when you miss beauty, you grow old faster." And that, I realized, is the heart of her philosophy. To live slowly, to be connected, and to find meaning in the ordinary. It's a practice that transcends age and defies the conventional notion of what it means to grow old. Sarah is living proof that youth is not defined by numbers but by the daily practice of living with intention. When it comes to her health, Sarah has one more secret that keeps her radiant, her vitality shining through even at the age of 70. If you want to understand how she looks 35, just take a look at her kitchen. To Sarah, food is not just fuel, it's medicine, a ritual that nourishes both body and soul. Eating for her is a sacred practice, a way to honor life. She doesn't rush through meals or mindlessly snack while watching TV. Every bite is an act of gratitude, of nourishment. Her diet is a blend of tradition and modern wisdom, drawing on the ancient knowledge of anti-aging foods, gut health, and the power of fermentation. Each morning, Sarah begins her day with a grounding meal, a small bowl of steamed rice, never white, always a mix of brown barley and black rice. She says this combination keeps her digestion calm and balanced, a steady foundation for the day ahead. Alongside the rice, she enjoys a light miso soup with seaweed and tofu, a piece of grilled fish, and seasonal vegetables that are lightly steamed to preserve their nutrients and freshness. There is no sugar in her diet, almost no dairy, and certainly no processed snacks. Instead, Sarah's meals are rooted in 5 principles: freshness, seasonality, portion control, fermentation, and gratitude. Fermented foods, from miso to natto to pickled vegetables, are a key component of her daily diet. She understands the deep connection between a healthy gut and a healthy mind. A calm stomach means a calm mind and a young face, she says. And modern science is beginning to catch up with this ancient wisdom. Gut health is linked to everything from clearer skin to stronger immunity. What's more, Sarah practices mindful eating. There is no overeating in her world, no rushing through meals. She eats slowly, savoring each bite, mindful of how the food sustains her. In this simple, deliberate approach, Sarah has found the key to aging gracefully, maintaining her vitality, and living a life full of meaning. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. It's not just the food that nourishes Sarah's body. It's the life she lives, the relationships she nurtures, and the rituals she holds sacred. These are the things that keep her young at heart, strong in spirit, and radiant in presence. Through her, I've learned that true youth isn't a product, it's a way of being. And for Sarah, that way of being is a beautiful, slow dance through life. Sarah practices a profound cultural habit known as Hara Hachi Bu, which means to eat until you're 80% full. This timeless tradition, embraced by the people of Okinawa, one of the regions with the longest life expectancy in the world, serves as a cornerstone for her health. It's not about dieting, counting calories, or obsessing over the latest trends. It's about listening to her body, paying attention to her hunger signals, and finding balance in how much she eats. Sarah doesn't need to follow the latest food fads. She trusts her intuition and makes sure to stop eating before she feels overly full, savoring the sensation of contentment rather than indulgence. What's truly remarkable about Sarah's approach to food is her unshakable belief in the wisdom of moderation and restraint. Unlike many of us who feel compelled to snack mindlessly throughout the day, Sarah takes a mindful approach to treats. She doesn't fall for sugary snacks like candy bars or sodas. Instead, she opts for small, traditional indulgences, like a delicate piece of wagashi, a traditional Japanese sweet made with rice and beans, accompanied by a warm cup of matcha or sencha tea. It's a simple, yet profound ritual. Matcha and sencha are packed with antioxidants, particularly EGCG, which have been proven to fight inflammation, protect the brain, and even slow the signs of aging on the skin. When Sarah drinks her tea, she does so slowly and intentionally, savoring each sip with a calm presence. Never rushing, never multitasking, never distracted by her phone. Sarah's diet is grounded in the idea of eating what's local and seasonal. She avoids processed oils and packaged foods, steering clear of deep frying. Instead, her meals are rich in fiber, nutrients, and anti-inflammatory properties, which nourish her body without overwhelming it. And yet, she never starves herself. She doesn't skip meals, and she doesn't punish her body with restrictive eating. Her approach is all about nourishment, not deprivation. In fact, before every meal, Sarah pauses, places her hands together, and says, "Itadikamasu," which means, "I humbly receive." This ritual isn't just about politeness. It's a spiritual practice that deepens her gratitude for the food she's about to eat and reminds her to never take her meals for granted. In a world where many of us chase youth with expensive creams or fleeting superfoods, Sarah's secret is beautifully simple. Youth is cultivated in the garden, prepared on the stove, and savored at the table, in a state of peace and gratitude. But Sarah's secret to youthfulness doesn't stop at what she eats. It's how she moves her body that truly sets her apart. At 70 years old, Sarah doesn't go to the gym. She doesn't run marathons. She doesn't lift heavy weights. And yet, her body remains strong, her spine straight, her movements graceful and free of pain. When she walks, there's a quiet confidence in her steps, as if she's deeply at home in her body, unhurried, unencumbered. She doesn't exercise in the traditional sense. She moves throughout her day with intention. From the moment she rises in the morning to the moment she rests in the evening, Sarah's body is in constant, gentle motion. She squats instead of bending, she walks instead of sitting, and she stretches instead of slouching. These movements are not just habits. They're part of her philosophy of living fully and mindfully. Every morning, Sarah takes a walk for 30 to 40 minutes. It's not about speed or distance. It's about presence. She walks to clear her mind, to observe the changing seasons, to feel the rhythm of her breath. There's a certain elegance in the way she walks, shoulders relaxed, eyes forward, arms swinging naturally. Studies have shown that regular walking can significantly reduce the risk of dementia, heart disease, depression, and osteoporosis. But for Sarah, walking is more than just a health practice. It's a way of staying connected to the world around her. Twice a day, Sarah takes time to stretch. Nothing intense, just enough to wake up her muscles and tend to her joints. It's a practice that's been passed down through generations, rooted in traditional Japanese warm-ups and the self-healing practice of do-in. These stretches help Sarah maintain her flexibility, mobility, and balance. She moves with ease, never fearing a fall. At 70, she still climbs stairs without hesitation, lifts heavy bags of vegetables from the market, and kneels in her garden. What's truly striking about Sarah is her posture. She sits like a dancer, shoulders gently pulled back, chin lifted, spine long and poised. Even in the most mundane moments of her day, she moves with grace. This is one of the most important lessons she learned from her grandmother. How you carry yourself is how you carry your life. Posture isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. It enhances breathing, digestion, confidence, and even mood. And in Sarah's case, it's a daily reminder to move with intention. She keeps her home tidy and efficient, not just for order, but for agility. Every time she moves through her space, she does so with purpose, cleaning barefoot to strengthen her feet and squatting to pick things up instead of using tools. She sees her home as a reflection of her body, clear, light, and easy to move through. This practice of mindful movement, of living in alignment with her body and her environment, has protected Sarah from many of the physical ailments that so often accompany aging. No back pain, no joint replacements, no painkillers, just a body that's been respected and nurtured. In a world obsessed with fitness apps and body-transforming challenges, Sarah reminds us that the most powerful physical practice is one that supports life, not performance. She believes, the way you move becomes the way you feel. So move like someone alive and glad to be. When you ask Sarah about her skin, she smiles gently and says, "It's not my skin. It's my life that makes me look young." Behind her humble answer lies the powerful truth of a lifetime of simple, consistent care, an unspoken beauty born from a life lived with intention, mindfulness, and love. For Sarah, skincare is never about hiding imperfections or masking what's naturally hers. It's about celebrating and cherishing the face that has been gifted to her. Her approach is rooted in self-respect and profound care, treating her skin as if it were a delicate garden that deserves nurturing attention. Just like she tends to the plants with tenderness and mindfulness, she tends to her skin with a sacred rhythm, a rhythm built on patience, presence, and a loving touch. Every day, twice a day, she follows the same timeless routine: cleanse, tone, moisturize, and protect. It's not about the latest fads or overcomplicated routines, just steady, gentle practices passed down through generations, deeply embedded in Japanese tradition. Step 1. Gentle cleansing. Sarah begins with a cleanser that feels like a whisper to the skin, mild and soothing. She chooses a low pH formula, often made from rice bran or the gentle embrace of green tea extract. And when it comes to water, it's always lukewarm. Hot water may feel like a treat, she explains, but it steals the skin's softness. It doesn't care for it. And my skin deserves more. This moment is not for harshly scrubbing away, but for lovingly removing the impurities that have gathered. My skin is not the floor, she reminds herself. It is silk. And so, with every cleansing motion, there is no friction, only the softness of her hands, guiding the skin to feel refreshed, clean, and at peace. Step 2. Traditional Japanese toning. Next comes her homemade toner, which she uses with the reverence of a cherished family ritual. With just a few drops of rice water or green tea, Sarah gently pats the liquid onto her skin with her fingertips. No cotton pads, no waste, just the power of her touch and breath. It's a simple, sacred practice passed down from her mother, grounding her in calm and restoration. This step is not just about hydration, it's about rebalancing the skin, nourishing the soul, and reconnecting with a moment of stillness. The ritual itself becomes part of the peace she carries with her. Step 3. Moisturizing inside and out. Moisturizing, for Sarah, goes beyond the external. Her moisturizer is light and plant-based, a careful blend of camellia oil and squalane. These ingredients are chosen not just for their ability to nourish the skin, but because they reflect her commitment to living harmoniously with nature. She warms the moisturizer in her palms before pressing it into her skin, not rubbing, not hurriedly, but with intention. Every time she presses it into her face, she breathes deeply, inhaling peace, exhaling tension. To Sarah, skincare is never just a physical act. It's a moment of caring for her nervous system, a loving gesture toward herself. If the heart is tense, she believes, the skin will follow. So, she nurtures both, inside and out. She drinks plenty of warm water, teas, and broths, not ice water, believing that hydration is a gift that begins within. True hydration, she says, doesn't just come from a bottle. It comes from nurturing your body with warmth. Step 4. Daily sun protection. For Sarah, sunscreen has been a trusted ally since her 20s. But not the heavy-duty SPF 100 or layers of makeup. Just a simple, daily commitment to protecting her skin from the sun's harsh rays, pollution, and wind. She wears sunscreen year-round, rain or shine, as an act of respect for her body's delicate boundaries. She avoids sun exposure during peak hours, wears gloves when gardening, and has never sought a tan, not because she fears the passage of time, but because she understands that the skin is not meant to be exposed recklessly. I respect my skin's boundaries, she says. I don't need to tan to feel beautiful. Once or twice a week, Sarah takes an ofuro, a traditional Japanese bath, with water that soothes and heals. The warm soak is accompanied by soothing elements, Epsom salt, yuzu peel, or green tea leaves. This is more than just a bath. It's an act of spiritual cleansing. When I bathe, she shares, I wash away not only the dirt but also my worries. It's a time to let go of everything that weighs me down. Afterward, she massages rice bran oil into her skin, believing firmly that, if you wouldn't eat it, you shouldn't put it on your skin. She brushes her hair 100 strokes every night with a wooden comb, a practice she inherited from her grandmother. Each stroke is not just about maintaining her silver strands, but about honoring the rituals that tie her to her past, the wisdom of generations. It's about elegance, simplicity, and the quiet strength that comes from preserving traditions. Even her hands, which remain soft and graceful despite the years, are treated with reverence. She never works too hard. Our hands tell the truth about our age, she says with a knowing smile. So I treat them like old friends, gently and with care. For Sarah, skincare isn't a means of resisting age. It's a reflection of how she honors her life. She doesn't try to look younger. She focuses on feeling well, feeling balanced, feeling at peace. And that sense of well-being radiates from her. She once said to me, if you want to look young at 70, don't focus on creams. Focus on sleep, on peace, on how you speak to yourself when no one is listening. It's this approach that allows her to move through life with grace, her skin glowing not because of a product, but because of the serenity she cultivates from within. To Sarah, true beauty isn't something that shines loudly and demands attention. Instead, it radiates quietly, subtly illuminating everything around her. It's not flashy or superficial. It reflects a deep inner harmony, a balance of mind, body, and soul. This is the kind of beauty that resonates from within, unaffected by the passing years. It doesn't need to shout, it speaks with the gentle calm of wisdom. Sarah's life is an inspiring masterclass in how to age gracefully, how to live with purpose, and how to nurture a spirit that doesn't just survive but thrives. But what truly sets her apart is not her flawless skin, her youthful posture, or her serene smile. Though all of those are remarkable, it's her unwavering approach to life. Sarah's secret is a life led by intention, mindfulness, and acceptance. And this is the part of her story that carries the most power. So, what can you take from Sarah's extraordinary journey? What are the small, everyday steps that you can incorporate into your own life to unlock your vitality, no matter your age? How can you cultivate that quiet, radiant glow that comes from living a life of purpose, health, and joy? These are the questions worth asking, and the answers lie in the choices you make each day. 1. Embrace simplicity and routine. Sarah's days are simple, but in their simplicity lies a profound strength. She has mastered the art of nourishing herself with routine, not letting the distractions of life overwhelm her. Her mornings start early, but they are not rushed. They are filled with moments of quiet, time for herself before the world wakes. She eats with mindfulness, savoring each bite, and choosing foods that nourish and energize her body. There is no clutter in her home, and more importantly, there is no clutter in her mind. Her life is calm, intentional, and deeply fulfilling. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. What you can do: start small. Commit to a simple routine that nourishes both your body and mind. Wake up at the same time each day, honoring the rhythm of your body. Choose foods that are fresh, wholesome, and full of life. Food that makes you feel good and keeps you healthy. Declutter your home and your thoughts. Clean out the physical and mental noise. Simplifying your environment is the first step to cultivating peace and making space for what truly matters. 2. Find your ikigai, your reason to wake up. Sarah knows that the secret to a vibrant, fulfilled life is having a deep sense of purpose, a reason to rise with the sun. Whether it's tending to her beloved garden, writing heartfelt letters to friends, or simply spending quality time with family, Sarah has discovered what truly fuels her soul. She's found her ikigai, a Japanese word that means a reason for being. It doesn't need to be grand, just something that brings joy and meaning to each day. What you can do: find your ikigai. It could be something as simple as a hobby, a small project, or something you love doing that excites your spirit. You don't need to change the world to feel fulfilled. Whether it's painting, reading, knitting, or volunteering, find that thing that lights a spark in you. When you have something that makes you want to wake up in the morning, age becomes just another chapter in your beautiful, ever-evolving story. 3. Respect your body. Movement is life. Sarah doesn't exercise to meet an aesthetic standard. She moves because she understands that her body is a sacred vessel, deserving of respect. She practices simple, daily movements. Whether it's a walk around the block, a gentle stretch to wake up her muscles, or a light activity that keeps her strong and flexible. Sarah has learned that the body is not a machine to be pushed to its limits, but rather a partner that deserves gentle care and attention. What you can do: treat your body with kindness. Incorporate daily movement into your life, not through grueling workouts or high-intensity routines, but with small, consistent acts of self-respect. Stretch every morning, even for just 5 minutes. Walk for 20 to 30 minutes each day. Stand tall, practice good posture, and take the stairs whenever you can. This is how you build a body that feels strong, vibrant, and energized for years to come. 4. Cultivate emotional resilience. Sarah knows the value of emotional resilience. She has learned, over the years, that holding on to bitterness only poisons the soul. Instead of carrying the weight of past regrets, Sarah has learned to let go. She accepts life as it comes, finding peace in each moment, no matter how challenging. What you can do: let go of grudges, of the emotional baggage that no longer serves you. Forgiveness isn't about letting others off the hook. It's about freeing yourself. Whether you've experienced loss, betrayal, or hurt, create space for healing. Surround yourself with positivity. Let go of negativity in your thoughts, your words, and your environment. Practice the art of emotional release, and watch how it lightens your heart and your life. 5. Stay connected. Sarah knows that relationships are the foundation of a long, meaningful life. She nurtures her connections, investing time and energy into the people who bring her joy and peace. Her friendships and family bonds are not just a part of her life. They are the life force that keeps her feeling young, connected, and loved. What you can do: build your support system. Spend time with the people who lift you, who inspire you, and who remind you of what truly matters. Whether it's family, friends, or a community group, make sure you are surrounded by those who share your values and your joy. Share your heart, your thoughts, and your time with those who bring out the best in you. Remember, loneliness can accelerate aging. Human connection is vital for a vibrant, youthful spirit. Finally, Sarah teaches us to be present, to savor the beauty of each moment. Each day is a gift, and every moment is an opportunity to practice gratitude. Whether it's the laughter of loved ones, the warmth of the sun on your face, or the quiet of the early morning, Sarah knows that a grateful heart is always youthful. What you can do: practice mindfulness. Every day, find moments of stillness to appreciate the beauty around you. Whether it's the sound of birds, the taste of a home-cooked meal, or the warmth of a hug, let each of these moments fill you with gratitude. A grateful heart will always keep you young, no matter the years that pass. In the end, Sarah's life is a beautiful testament to the power of living with intention, simplicity, and love. By embracing her daily practices and adopting her mindset, you too can live a life full of vitality and grace. Age is not an enemy. It is a blessing, a reminder of all that we've lived and all that we still have ahead. As we've seen today, Sarah's life is a powerful example of how to age gracefully and live with intention. It's about embracing simplicity, finding purpose, respecting our bodies, cultivating emotional resilience, and nurturing the relationships that bring us joy. These practices aren't just tips. They're the foundation for a vibrant and fulfilling life at any age. Now, I want to hear from you. What have you learned from Sarah's journey today? What is one thing that resonated with you the most? And how do you plan to incorporate it into your own life moving forward? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave your comment below this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with someone who might benefit from it, and of course, subscribe to our channel for more content that can inspire and empower you to live your best life. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see what you'll bring into practice from today's lesson.